Good morning. Have you been chased by the shadow of fear? You know, let's talk today about the shadow of fear. I'm Jeffrey Paul, and I hope you visit me every morning on my inspirational program here to kind of help you get a insight into a better life, a more abundant life, a life that has the ability to know how to get it directed in the direction you want. And you know, one of the things that really comes to me, and I coined this morning in my journaling time, the shadow of fear. So many times we are feeling being chased, or we have an anxiety, or we have a feeling, and feelings are really kind of really not trustworthy. It could be a feeling of I'm not going to succeed, a feeling of inadequacy, a feeling of, well, that's a shadow of fear. The shadow of fear is not really there. And I got to tell you a real story with obviously one of my great teachers, which is my granddaughter. We were talking, sitting playing on the floor. We had two big pillows out there, and the light was coming through the window. And I made a face. I think I made like a rabbit face. And the shadow was like shocking to her. Now, the 3-year-old, it's easy to shock them with a little movement across the white sheet that I was working my image of a bunny to. But she saw something. She had a sense and feeling of something. She even started to get a little bit scared. Then she started to laugh, and she did it herself. She tried to make monkey shines into the shadows. What does that have to do with you and the shadow of fear? That's what the shadow of fear is. It's a lie. It's an imagination. It's an imprint from the past. It could be just so many psychological things, and you could spend the rest of your life trying to figure it out. Except it's a shadow. And the shadow is not the real thing. And until you and I come to understand that the shadow of fear should never drive us, should never stop us, should never push us, then we're going to continue to be chased by the shadow of fear. So what do you do, Jeff? What do you do with this? Turn the lights on. Turn the light on. Take the illumination from within you. Address it, look at it. As I showed little Giovanna that this was my 2 fingers. This is just a shadow of what I'm really doing here. It wasn't really a rabbit, it was really my 2 fingers. And her mind was illuminated to the reality and truth. When you feel a fear, when you feel an emotion, when you feel a situation that isn't giving you freedom, address it. Go within, meditate on looking at that rabbit shadow, that feeling, that emotion, that anxiety, whatever it might be, and address it with illumination of the Spirit of God within you, and allow the truth, the real truth, to set you free. Just like I did with my rabbit hands and figurines of shadows for Giovanna, I want you to do for yourself. Go within. Allow God to illuminate that feeling, that emotion that is unseen but felt. And allow the revelation to show you what's real so that you can be set free and no longer feel chased by the shadow of fear. I hope you do this today. I really think it can really, really illuminate your life to be free to do a whole lot more than you could ever ask or imagine. Well, have a beautiful day. Remember, the beauty and change all begins within you. So go in there and illuminate your shadows of fear so there's no longer anything but the good gifts from above, as promised in the book of James. Hey, I'm Jeffrey Paul, and have a beautiful day. See you tomorrow.